I go by the name of M2KaNE. Hip-hop was pretty much, it's something that was embedded into me at a very young age. I didn't have much of a choice, to be honest with you. My brother, my cousin, they were very, very big religious listeners of hip-hop. So it was pretty much instilled in me. Like, every single time I'd wake up, these dudes would be bumping Busta Rhymes. These dudes would be bumping Method Man, Redman, the traditional, that Wu-Tang side, you know, Eminem. I go way back, back to 08. That's when I started, like, scripting. I was with dudes titled Click Oda. That's the group I'm still with. I have a project with Click Oda. I'm still very much a part of the group. We don't do much music like lately. So there's that project we did in 09. Late 09 we dropped. It's called Kings of EL. And then a year later we compiled a mixtape titled Wise of Tomorrow, which is also with Click Oda. It was back in my high school days. So we worked with a producer called Visa. After that, we then moved on to make Back to Music, which is the project that's most responsible for shaping me as an individual artist. I just spent 3 weeks at TK Soul's house, just lacing this project. The project went from scratch to done in 3 weeks. I mean, that was crazy. And as much as maybe we neglected quality parts of that particular tape, it was a big learning curve, and it shaped who I am now, because it's sitting, the tape was titled Back to Music. It's sitting with our return to the music scene and how we were going to approach this like really seriously. On Timeless, my G, I wanted to make music that people can reference me to, because at the time, it was 2014, I didn't have a full project out. It was just these EPs, and I wasn't really impressed with them. More of a learning curve, more than a solid projects that I can tell people to listen to me to. So I spent that entire year working on that project. I was deeply involved even with the production of it. So that's when I saw that I could actually do beats. And I did some pretty good beats on that project. I'm really happy with it because 80% of that was me. I worked really hard on that project, man, and I spent periods of it calculating that I'm going to do the recording, the writing. So I split up the time, dedication of the aspect of artistry I put into it. So it worked out really well because it was a well thought out and planned project for me at that level. The Heartist EP was my third EP, first official, and it was primarily produced by Silas Beats. The funny thing about that project is that my relationship with Silas is purely electronic. We've never met before. I haven't sat with the dude at any stage. I know about him from East London. I've known about him for a while, but we only really started to work together and communicate after I jumped on one of his beats in 2013 called the beat wasn't called What a Millionaire, the track was. Yeah, the joint was called What a Millionaire, and he was really impressed with that track in particular, and he decided, you know, he should invest time and work with me on this particular project. And that's how it blew. Throughout all those obstacles and those problems of obviously not being in the same environment, we managed to put together a solid project. The project in itself, it represents a challenging period in my artistry, where I'm trying to find or determine what matters more to me. Like being praised or being lauded as an incredible artist, or what can I say, the vain narcissism that comes with being praised. You know, that feeling of pride. You know, like, what matters more to me? That? Because I'd be lying if I'd say being praised and told your music is dope doesn't matter to me. That's just, you're tripping. We all know how much people love praise. We all know how much people love being appreciated. But I'm trying to determine if that matters more to me than the process of making that art in itself. With Lwansta is pretty much, it's very similar to Silas because it's purely electronic. I haven't met the dude too, but he might do it too, and we support each other a lot in the music we release, the ideas we share with each other. I'd be lying if I said that he is my friend, you know, but we're getting there slowly because we share a lot of ideas. There's a few more joints that we're gonna make together. The big joint came together through, I hit him up actually. I hit him up and I was very impressed with his artistry when I heard it. So I hit him up and I asked him, dude, jump on this track. Gave me his stipulations, how he wanted it to happen, and we made it happen and we put it together and it worked out. It was pretty dope. The O.T.E Artistry is a religion, basically. It's our gift to initially East London, where we do our utmost to uphold the name of East London and ensure that it has a global reputation. That's what we're striving to do. Started EL, it's slowly branching out to EC now because that's how fast the dudes are growing. With the graphics, we've got D, we've got Moo. Let's get to the spitters now. We have Click Oda, which comprises of the 4 members that founded, conceived O.T.E, which is me, it is TK Soul, it is Expertise, it is Mac, there's D-Obes. Y'all knows about D-Obes. We have GX Easy, who is based in Cape Town, as you said. We have Subs, who's just joined around the time Easy joined, Easy the Don. We all know about Easy the Don and Leicester from the first season. And then we've just recently added Isaac Wilson to the roster. We also have young Nate, who is in charge of the social media aspect. When it comes to the app, Maji, we wanted to find a way to get closer to our fans and to have something on your phone that has exclusively as our content, that you get our content first and has all our music, all our aspects of what we do, all of the things we talk about. That was the main aim of the app, to bring the fans closer to O.T.E and to have them know exactly what is this O.T.E. And that was another attempt at us trying to raise awareness as to what we are and what we do.
That you niggas asleep on. I'm feeling like a bed that you niggas asleep on. I'm feeling like a...
The worst mistake you can make is to overlook the kid who's...
We enjoy doing innovative stuff. See, and as much as Night of the Elite may carry similarities, if you think about it, to O.T.E Fest, it doesn't really, for what we want to achieve with O.T.E Fest. And I'll get to that in a second, but Night of the Elite taught us a lot about how to handle events and how to make them different. It taught us a lot about how we handle our performance sets. It taught us a lot about the planning that needs to go into an event. With the O.T.E Fest, we're really taking our time with that, because we want to do something, as you say, innovative. The Ice Core MC article that you wrote about, it vindicated my exact thought process. But the problem is when you are in the competition, you're involved, it's impossible to speak on it because you're obviously going to seem like you're catching feelings or feel bitter about it. You see, so I agree with that article. A lot of artists don't understand that they can do nothing on their own. Nothing on their own. And the bigger picture is when you see someone from your area in a national platform, you have to support that. It's imperative that you do that because they don't represent themselves. This is where they mistake it. They don't represent themselves, they represent you too. it was extremely disappointing that I barely made it to 200 votes when I've got over 600 likes on my page. I've got over 1,000 friends on Facebook. I've got over 500 followers on Twitter. I've got over 300 followers on Instagram. And I could barely get, you could barely get 150, almost 150 people to vote for me. You know? Yes, I agree that the voting system on that particular competition was a little bit difficult to follow. You know, but this is a huge opportunity, my man. It was a massive opportunity to get. If EC wins a national platform, we've got these dudes looking to our direction. And if they're looking to our direction, you, as another artist, you have a chance to be seen. You see, like, it's not a question of me just wanting to sponge off of you or like eat off your fame or eat off your fans, man. It's just we should stop seeing it as a competition and start seeing it as an opportunity. You see, right? And I think it's down to the fact that artists, they don't support each other. I don't know why. Maybe mainly it's because of the fact that they threaten that they're gonna lose followers, or they just are too negligent to take these chances and opportunities that come their way. You see, so that was my thinking behind it, and I couldn't really say anything because I'm the artist involved. So you know, you have to bite your tongue in those situations.
I did it over time till there was my you don't want these problems. I put my all in these songs where I'm so fine.
Shout out to the artistry, my dudes O.T.E making big moves, elite moves. Shout out to my dudes at Infinity, Skill, Silas, Lux, all my dudes there making power moves. And most importantly, shout out to the blacksmith who brought you this interview. It's M2KaNE signing out. Peace.
Flows and you don't drop, so you don't want me, no. You don't want me, no problem. Ooh, y'all ain't getting in the way of shit that I do. Y'all ain't getting in the way of shit that I do. Y'all ain't getting in the way of shit that I do.